Hi, my name is Rumbi. I'm a solicitor at RBM Solicitors. Today I'm going to be speaking about the good character requirement in applications for naturalization as a British citizen. We've had loads of inquiries about this, and it seems a lot of people are affected by the change in the good character guidance that was changed on the 11th of December 2014. The full effects are now coming into play and people are getting applications refused, and so it's important before making an application to just check and verify whether you qualify or not. This video is just a short guide on some of the issues which may affect you, and I encourage people to get further legal advice that is relevant to their own personal circumstances rather than relying on the information that I'm giving in this video. So the good character requirement is not defined. There's no definition of what is a person of a good character. However, the Secretary of State must be satisfied that an applicant is of good character on the balance of probabilities. So applicants must answer all the questions truthfully and correctly when they make the application. And the decision maker, who is the Home Office, will not normally consider a person to be of good character if there is information to suggest the following. So firstly, that a person has not respected and or not prepared to abide by the law. So for example, they've been convicted of a crime, or there's reasonable grounds to suspect that they've been involved in crime. So a criminal conviction is a reason where an application may be refused. Secondly, if a person has been associated with war crimes, crimes against humanity, genocide, terrorism, or other actions that are not considered to be conducive to the public good. The third area is financial affairs. So where a person's financial affairs are not in appropriate order. So for example, they failed to pay taxes for which they are liable. A person may have failed to pay their council tax. A person may have failed to pay their income tax. A lot of people are now self-employed, and some people are taking shortcuts, evading tax, and that may come back to haunt an application for naturalization. Where a person just racks up debt, takes out loans, and fails to pay those loans, that will be seen as a person who does not have good character for the purposes of becoming a British citizen. The next area is a person who has notorious activities and there's serious doubt on their standing in the local community. One area when I was reading the guidance that really struck out at me was where a person can be refused citizenship because of parenting. And they've said if, for example, your child isn't given an ASBO or a child has got criminal convictions and it reflects on you as a parent, that parent can be refused naturalization because of the actions of their child. So that comes under notoriety, and that gives the decision maker room to make a decision based on so many variables. Another area is where a person has been deliberately dishonest or deceptive in their dealings with the UK government. This is a massive chapter, and there's so many things that come into play here. So where a person has previously deceived the authorities, where they've overstayed in the country. So for example, if a person has been granted refugee status 6 years ago and they're now making an application for naturalization because they've got indefinite leave to remain, the UKVI will actually look 10 years back into their immigration history to see if there's ever been a period where they've overstayed. If they've overstayed for any length of time during the 10 years preceding the application for naturalization can be refused. Where a person has failed to report to the authorities, they can be refused naturalization on that basis. So it's really important to check, look at your immigration history for the last 10 years and see if there's been a breach, or if you've overstayed, if you entered the country illegally, or if there's anything where you've had dishonest dealings with the UKVI, your application may be refused. The next area is where someone has assisted in the evasion of immigration control. That's an area which is where, for example, you have partaken in a bogus marriage, or where you have supported and lived and housed and accommodated somebody who is running and evading immigration control. So that's an area where you need to get legal advice and check to see your immigration history in that respect and your association with people who may have been evading immigration control. The example that is given in the guidance is of a wife who's married to a person who's here illegally, stays with them for about 6-7 years and fails to make any applications to the Home Office. That can be seen with assisting evasion of immigration control. The final one is where someone has been previously deprived of citizenship. So that speaks for itself. If someone has been previously deprived of citizenship and then applies again, they may not be able to, they won't be able to get citizenship again. This is not an exhaustive list, and each of those categories has got in-depth guidance. The guidance is about 32 pages, and so it's important, very, very important, I cannot stress this, to get legal advice before making an application to save money. So making a consultation with the solicitor, paying £100, £250 is better than making an application for £1,000 and losing all that money. If you do require further assistance with naturalization applications, call us on the number given below to arrange an appointment to see myself or one of my colleagues, and we will be more than happy to assist you.